Hey class, I want to take a look at some of your instructions for how to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. And when I look at these, I want to identify the features of technical documents that you all used. Now, as you know, I didn't give you many instructions. I didn't give you guidelines. I just told you to write these instructions for me. And what I want to do right now is just to look at the features of technical documents that some of you employed, because I think it shows that you have in your brain some ideas for these documents. So maybe throughout the course then I'll be letting you know that you know about these features, right? So let's go ahead and look at these. So right now, what we've had on the screen is this chunk, and see the bread selection, choosing your jam, smooth or crunchy, and then directions. So all those things there are subheadings, right? So those are devices that help us to add organizational structure to technical documents. Well, I just want to go to the directions. Where are they? Oh, they're here under directions, right? And then here we have these other headings like, oh, selecting bread, choosing jam, smooth or crunch. Everyone knows it's creamy peanut butter. I mean, come on, that's not even a choice. Get with it. So we have subheadings, right? Your title is a heading. So these little guys you see here, those are the subheadings. Some of them are gals, and some of them are non-binary. Okay, and so now what we see are two bulleted lists. Look at that. Bulleted lists. There's two bulleted lists. And those can be bulleted lists because they have one level, right? You don't use multiple levels of bullets because we don't have an agreed upon universal hierarchy for wingdings, okay? Now also, there's those subheadings again, right? But then we also see tools required, ingredients, and instructions. So we see other portions that are relevant to procedures or to instructional documents, right? Because wouldn't it really stink to give someone some instructions without first telling them which tools they need or which ingredients they need, right? Because then they'd be reading the instructions, putting together, assembling this sandwich, and they're like, oh, I need a table? Why didn't they say that before? Now I gotta go to IKEA and get me a table, right? So here are more elements. We have subheadings, tools lists, ingredients lists, the actual instructions, the sandwiching. Oh. And again, here we have a materials list, right? Excellent. We want to have our materials. Not only do we want to know which materials we need, but we want to have them ready before we start assembly. Okay. Try not to burn it. Why is that highlighted in purple? I don't know. So we have highlighting. Highlighting is also a feature in technical documents to make certain chunks of text prominent or to emphasize them. Correct? Yeah. All right. And something that perhaps is problematic in a document is why would we have a bulleted list followed by a numbered list? do we want to mix types of lists in one document? You're going to have to think about that, right? Okay, so again, our materials list and then the steps. All right, and so now we have a chunk of text. We have paragraphing, right? So we looked at paragraphing, headings and subheadings, bulleted lists, numbered lists, tools required, list of ingredients, the steps. So that's a big collection of elements for technical documents that you've already employed, and we're just getting into week 2, right? So you're using stuff, so keep using it, right? I have no idea what is on the next slide, but have I ever told you the story about the exclamation point? It's a really useful story for every technical writer. Yes. All right. Now, I have more to say about these instructions, but the instructions that you wrote. But I just wanted to take a look at these features you've used because you all used a great variety of features, and it's great. To the hustle.